Well, good morning again and welcome back to the Tamiya Australia YouTube channel. So yeah, coming up towards end of September now, October's a few days away, and obviously middle of the year, sort of into that end of the third quarter, into the fourth quarter. Not much news from Tamiya, so zero to tell you guys. So the last video you would have seen would have been unboxing, bloody October releases, so there's nothing new. There's a trade show coming up next month, so I'll cover that when it comes, but yeah, I've got no news to tell you, so I thought I'd do an unboxing video. Yeah, so I shot down and saw the team, Scotty and Chris, down at Ace RC Models and grabbed a couple of kits off the shelf just to show you guys through. So these are actually, well, first one I'm going to do is a Super Avante. So I got the old Avante out there because I know that's a bit of an iconic kit, but the Super Avante, yeah, it didn't, I don't know if it took off as well as maybe it should, but they're a pretty solid kit, and if you want to have a good runner, an upgradable runner, it's not a good base to start with. So the guys got them on special at the moment for $3.99. So if you head over to the website and have a little look, you'll be able to check them out over there, how to order them online. I think he had 2 or 3 left, so I think down from over $500 from memory. So it's kit number 58696, and yeah, look, it's well, like I said, not a bad kit, not a favourite of mine, to be honest with you. I think the styling's a bit off. I think if it wasn't called Super Avante, it might be better, because when you think Avante, you think that, and that is so, you know, holds a pretty special place in Tamiya collectors and Tamiya runners' hearts because it was so ahead of its time when it came out. If they'd called it something else, it might have stuck around a little bit better, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the Super Avante. So we're going to take a look inside that one there now, and you can see what you get when you order your kit from Ace RC Models. Alrighty, so box art, traditional Tamiya box art, amazing as always. Beautiful artwork here, and then a real life photo of the kit without the body on, just up here. So it is the TD4 chassis, so shaft driven 4x4 chassis, midship transverse motor, 4-wheel independent wishbone suspension, front inboard suspension, so you can see them just drawn just there, with push rods, rock arms to actuate the laid down oil dampers, CVA dampers of course, and sealed front and rear gearboxes with built-in ball differentials. So yeah, this is the non-painted body version as well. So there's a painted body version which is already done for you. You've just got to put decals on, but this is a non-painted version. So let's have a little look around the box. There's a bits of piece on the side there, so you can see some hop-ups you can get, ball diffs. So that's what it includes, sorry, ball diffs. Full ball bearings are included, rear fenders, rear spike tyres. And that's a setup of how the battery goes in, so the front sort of flicks up and you fit your battery in the chassis that way and comes back down. Again, that awesome box art on the side. On the other side, what you're going to need, so separately required items: 2-channel radio control unit, transmitter and receiver, with a low profile servo, so you're going to need the shorter servo, but you're going to need a battery as well, and a 540 type motor. So it does include a motor. There you go. Alright, let's have a little look inside. So, pretty standard looking kit, so no blister packs or anything like that, which is very rare nowadays, only on the maybe super limited edition stuff. But up here you got the body wheels and some plastics through here, so I'm just going to go through, show you what we got. I'm not going to cut anything open, so I'm not going to undo the tape on this box. We're just going to have all the A, B, C, D parts in and stuff like that, but let's just have a look through without touching that. So there is the body, polycarbonate body. I don't want to open this, like I said, someone else is going to enjoy the experience of doing that. I don't want to take that away from them. So yeah, staple it up, I'll just leave it stapled. So looks like a pretty complex to cut body, but should be easy enough. Once you've done a few, you only make mistakes every now and then, like I did the other day on a R35 GTR. Anyway, yeah, so that's the body there. You've got these fluoro yellow wheels. I guess if you're painting in box art colours, it's going to match the box art pretty well. There'd be other, well, this is the pretty standard Stardish wheel, so there'd be other colours available, orange and from the Top Force Evo, and there'd be white ones available and all sorts, but you can probably change them because they are just a hex drive wheel, so you can change to whatever you really wanted on those. This side we've got pin spike tyres. So you see wider on the rear, narrower on the front. This one, so there's all the suspension arms, front and rear. There's this little ball there, so obviously inboard mount for the rear shocks. I'll try and put it back the way I take it apart. Here are your gearboxes. So that's the rear gear cover, or front gear cover maybe. So That is L parts. And then yeah, it looks like battery stays and some diff components there. So these are your A parts. And you can see, I don't know if you can notice there, but there's two different height spoiler mounts. So you can have a big high spoiler or a smaller spoiler. You get both sets with them. So you can choose which one you want to use, depending on how you're running it, what sort of type of surface you're running it on. And some bumpers. These are the B parts. This is these are your hubs and little pivots for the suspension, for the inboard suspension. Here's C parts. And then that is your main chassis. Let's see there, 2021. So 58696. You can just see it clearly. You probably can't see, but I can see just stamped in there. And lucky last, this is quite a big piece actually. There's literally a little cutout in the box they've done specifically to get the longer piece in. If you see it there, that's pretty cool. But they are the K parts. So having never built one of these, I don't know what they are, but yeah, they're the K parts. Probably should build one day, I guess. Now there's that little box there. So I'm not going to cut that tape and open it, but that'll have all the screws and all the bearings and that sort of stuff in there. So again, that awesome box art on the front. All right, at the bottom here we've got decal sheet with window masks. So there were your decals and the window masks on the back. And then instruction manual. Tamiya instructions are just the best. I spoke about them before. They're just amazing. Everything measures up and lines up perfectly with what you're trying to build, so you can make sure you get your screw sizes correct. Yeah, just absolutely spot on. Ball diffs, so you're going to make 2 ball diffs. CVA dampers. Little driver head there. With all your paint colours you need to paint him. And then all your painting there, so 2 colours, PS16, PS6, so yellow and metallic blue. I guess there's a bit of a homage back to the original Avante with that metallic blue. And decal setup there, and then right at the back as always is all your parts. There's some setup stuff there for suspension. And then yeah, all your parts pieces there, so what you're going to get in the parts kits. So plenty of parts. I reckon that is a beginning to end, included the body, 6-hour kit, maybe 7-hour kit if you do it right, nice and slow. Yeah, awesome. So there you have it, the Tamiya Super Avante on the TD4 chassis. I don't know, I've never seen one running, guys, so I don't know, but it looks pretty cool. It looks like a pretty intricate build, which I like. Reminded me a little bit of the TC01 sort of build style, I guess, or something in there reminded me of that. But yeah, on special now at ASRC models for $3.99, so probably have a couple left, so check it out. I don't know, today's date's the 29th of September, so whether they've got any left now when you're watching it, you might be watching this 2 years from now, who knows. But anyway, yeah, that's it, Super Avante. For my money, the original is the way to go. Nostalgia just sort of gets the heart fluttering. I remember as a kid seeing them and just wanting one so badly, and I guess as you get older, you can afford them, so you get them. But anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. Chuck in the comments what you guys are currently working on, because I love reading the comments, and I love when you go to my Instagram page and leave messages about the stuff I'm doing over there as well. So yeah, chuck in the comments what you guys are working on, and I'll respond to everyone I can. So thanks for watching the video, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye. So if you like this video, there's plenty more on our channel that you're going to love. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Check out some of the other videos that we've made. I'm sure you'll like them.